The news of Count Bezukhov's death reached us before your letter, and my father was much affected by it. So she heard basically of Count Bezukhov.
Affected means feel touched.
Affected means
Shocked.
Not shocked, just affected. Just it's not shocked or touched. It's just like changed me or caused me to change something. He says the Count was the last representative but one of the great century, and that it is his own turn now, and that he will do all he can to let his turn come as late as possible. He said the Count was the last representative.
Representative.
Represent.
Representative.
Represent, represent.
Represent.
Symbolize. Stand for something. Represent.
Represent. Stand for something.
Yeah.
The Count was the last stand for what thing?
Well, it's a representative of something. Was the last representative but one of the great century.
The Count is one of the great century.
Yeah, he was a representative of a great century.
He was representative of the great century. What does it mean?
Okay, represent, you don't know, number one. Right? Represent. Okay. A century, you don't know either.
Century means the time.
No, it does not mean the time. It means 100 years.
100 years.
Yeah. So it's saying that this Count represent this 100 years. Represents probably the good things of this 100 years. That's what that means, I think.
Oh my, it's a very high comment.
Yeah. And that it is his own turn. Now it's a turn for Count Bezukhov, Count Bolkonsky's turn to represent his century, and that he will do all that he can to let his turn come as late as possible. That is, not let him not die early.
So now that is his own turn now.
Yeah.
Means the Andrew's father's turn.
Yeah, to represent his century.
To represent his century. He think he is another person can represent his century.
Right.
But
the good things about his century, yeah.
The good things of his century. And he will do all he can to let his turn come as...
Yeah, his turn means like his death.
Oh, God preserves us. Yeah.
God preserve us from the terrible misfortune. God save us
from
that terrible misfortune.
Misfortune means...
Bad thing happening, misfortune.
Bad thing. So God will protect us from bad thing happen.
This bad thing happening.
This died thing.
Yes. I cannot agree with you about Pierre, whom I knew as a child. He always seemed to me to have an excellent heart, and that is a quality I value most in people. So she likes Pierre.
Oh.
And as to his inheritance and the part played by Prince Vasily, it is very sad for both. Ah, my dear friend, our divine Savior's words, that is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God, are terribly true. So he said she cannot agree with what she said about Pierre, and I forgot what Julie said about Pierre. But she said that she knew Pierre as a child, and he seemed to have an excellent heart, and she liked about people, most about people who have excellent heart. As to his inheritance,
what is quality?
Quality. What's the quality of something? You don't know? Is this clothing good quality?
Good quality.
So she values that quality, the heart. About his inheritance and what happened to Prince Vasily, it's very sad for both. I think the news she said she heard about like what Prince Vasily was trying to do.
So his means Pierre's inheritance.
Yeah.
Inheritance means
money that he
get
got.
money.
Yeah.
And then
the
Prince
part
Vasily. It's very sad for both.
Yeah.
For Pierre, even they got a lot of money, maybe for her.
It's not happy to have one of your relatives do this to you, because Prince Vasily was trying to steal the money from Pierre. That's not very happy
for
thing.
For both.
Yes.
Prince Vasily. So she feels sorry. She feels sad for both, right?
Yes.
One is for Prince Vasily because she do bad thing. One for Pierre.
Yes.
Maybe she think Pierre got the ignorance. Maybe it's not good thing. Why?
That is
my understanding. It's my understanding.